Alright, hello there, and welcome back to Baba Make Level. This episode's gonna be a little different because I have a big mistake. You'll probably be able to tell what it is immediately. So, in between recording this and the last one, I changed my setup, didn't realize that would mess with things, recorded the episode, realized I was recording the wrong screen the entire time. So, I'm going to sort of skim through these, sort of provide some new insights and maybe some retelling of how things worked. On the plus side, I did get perfect, commentary capture without any context for what's happening. But yeah, let's just get into it. So this is the land of vehicles. I totally forgot this gimmick was even in here. With any luck, I can sort of skim through all the levels that I've beaten already and have enough time to finish up the rest of them. Anyway, the first gimmick that we have is power and powered. The idea is that if something is power, then that means that any rules with powered in front of them will be applied. Otherwise, they won't be. Notice the sparkles on the flag, how they only show up when bird is powered because powered flag is win. I believe that the solution looks something like this. Very basic thing. Mainly you just want to make sure that the rule isn't set up until you are all the way in. I think the main way to do this is to slot in the is last. So, what was the exact name of this? Yeah, Land of Vehicles. So, there's a lot of motion-related gimmicks in this one. Not as many vehicles as I was expecting, to be honest, but the motion mechanics are very real, and this is probably one of the most Sokoban-heavy worlds, both in this pack and probably just the whole, my entire Baba saga. There's powered rubble is defeat. There is no power yet, so I'm fine. Where's the word power? Be near wall is power, that's right. So, you need to sink the clouds in order to get the flag out. But if a bee is near a wall, then the rubble will then be able to kill me. But I need to have that be active in order to make the flag actually do stuff. I remember I want to keep one of these bees alive to act as power. Right, but I can't push this out. I think... yeah. Well, I did end up pushing it out because of text. That's how I did it. Because once you get it past that wall, it's all good. But at the same time, you really want to make sure that you can keep everything around. Yeah, mainly... it's just about sort of getting all your resources in one area, and then I need B to be push again, and then working from there. I'm curious to see how this will be edited down, because this is kind of a different style. It's kind of like post-commentary, but still kind of live, so I have to think still. Let's see, I specifically remember that I think I do this one and this one. I don't know why I pushed the text all the way over there. I feel like I did something wrong. Hold up. Let me get those bees back. So, I need one here in order to be power. I need a way to get the flag out. I don't bring flag down because that's impossible. I need to spell... That's right. I only sacrifice one bee to the cloud. That's it. And it specifically needs to be the spot on the left? Question mark? Actually, wait. No. That's right. I remember now. One of the bees gets sacrificed. The other cloud is sacrificed by text. And I need it to be the word push, which is why I have to get these bees set up ahead of time. Which is why I need everything in one area. So I have this one here, specifically sitting on grass. And the other one... Sacrifice the push text. Put you on... I forgot that you can't push it anymore when you do that. There we go. So how did this work again? I think I just slot these in order. And then this, you bring this out and put it here. That way you can do that. And the flag is powered because of the other bee, and you win. You can see that the Sokoban trickiness is already like very present, but it gets a lot more complicated, believe me. Log cabin. This is interesting. The thing about doing a lot of levels in one episode is that I always end up forgetting what the first couple of levels were like. Bird near doors power. Alright. Yeah, I remember this not... That. I forgot about that. That actually scared me. What did I do to sacrifice the thing? I think I do this, and then I sacrifice the word push. This is a pretty simple one, at least. So, powered things only apply when the bird is near the door. So, the door is defeat when it's powered, so we want it to sort of alternate between on and off, so we have this little automaton here, and we win. Yeah, pretty straightforward. That's one. Oh my! How did I forget about this level? The sweet portal reference. So, the lever acts as power when it's not lonely. So if something is sitting on it, then it opens some doors and closes others. So, what was the idea here? So, the trap here is that if you go in here, you actually can't leave. So, what do I need? I think I need to push this in here? I think I do lever is box. And then I do box is lever. The thing is that the lever needs to exist in order to power anything. And then when I do this, I have two levers stacked on each other. I forgot to do the thing. Well, at least the last thing is easy. I literally just sacrificed the push text that I don't need anymore. I remember just enough about the solution to be able to, like, get back to it faster, but it didn't. These didn't take me that long to figure out. What was this one? This was auto. Yeah, ghost is auto. Auto means it's kind of like move, but it doesn't try to turn around. But there is another way that auto gets used that we'll see later. How does this open again? That's... I forget. Yeah, I forget how this level goes entirely. Is there a way to get this guy out of the corner? Oh, I push him. That's how. There we go. Now I have all 4 ghosts. Because I need all 4 to open the 4 doors. Once I cross over the ice, it's going to turn into a hedge. And also, ghost on ghost is hedge, so you can't stack ghosts. Let's see. I just need all of these rules to be applied at the same... Whoops! Okay, let's turn off auto. I forgot that happens if they're not pushed anymore. Thankfully, you have the resources to make all 3 rules at once, because that's how many you need. Neat little assembly line formation. I think it was... Was this the level that's... No. This one was kind of tricky, though. I remember being stuck on this one for a bit. First off, you have to do a little bit of maneuvering to undo Baba's fall, so you can actually play the level properly. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember how this level goes. There's a lot of setup in this one. The idea is that you have to cross this, but the bees try to shift you off the path and into no man's land. So I need to put blockers there to make sure that doesn't happen. And the thing is that I need a lot of blockers. Like, exactly as many blockers as there are things down here. So I need to be very particular about how I do this. Let's just do it like this, I guess. I just need to start getting these rockets over here. And the issue with that is that it blocks up all my stuff. I think that's actually fine, though. Because it doesn't need to be pushed now, it just needs to be pushed later. Perfect, that should work. Rocket is auto. And then we have one gap left that gets fulfilled by the last piece of text. Okay. I think that ended up being a lot cleaner than how I did it last time. Same strategy, just cleaner execution. Now this level, if I remember correctly, clock words. Yeah, this one was a weird one. So text is auto is the thing that this entire level revolves around. Because if you do nothing, this rule just gets broken by that little hump there. So what ended up taking me a couple minutes to figure out is that you have to do this in order to redirect it. Now, the main thing is that this down here exists, but clock does not win, so I have to redirect the it word down to there while still being able to control things. I think the main way that I do this is by saying clock is you. Now, because clock is stop is down there, there will continue to be boundaries, even when clock is push is undone. I think I'm missing something. Because that puts the clock where it needs to be. Oh, I just used the other is. Never mind, I'm fine. Because, yeah, I should be fine now, because I did distinctly remember only using 2 clocks. Okay, make sure all the text is realigned so it doesn't try to do anything weird. Now I just take advantage of controlling multiple things. I did not think this through. Here, instead of trying to stop it, why not just redirect it? Redirection leads to success. Yeah, that did take a bit of figuring out after the initial what the heck hurdle. Clock world. Now this introduces something very special. Level is auto. Means that the level does things without me actually doing anything. Like, I'm not pressing any buttons right now. Now, the thing about this is that you have to sort of play according to the game's speed. And it can be kind of tricky to do this, because if your button presses aren't quite synced up properly, sometimes it'll end up doing one more input than you would want. Oh, and also undoing becomes a lot more infuriating under these circumstances, because trying to undo to a specific point is really hard now. How did I want this? Oh, I just needed to get this off the bottom, didn't I? What am I missing here? I think... Oh, okay, I remember now. A little bit of sneakiness. Have the ghosts push it down. Now it should be a-okay to push this all the way back. Now I just need to fetch that it, and it specifically needs to not get pushed down. Being pushed up is fine. Okay. I had a lot less headache than last time. It's not hard, because, you know, what you have to do is pretty simple. But I definitely had a lot of input troubles last time. Whoops Deluxe. This is a neat one. This introduces locked, which means that you cannot move in the direction that it's pointing. The funny thing is that this is actually a kind of a reimagining of a level from the main game. But since locked didn't exist in the main game, what they did was they had a piece of ice where if you moved in the forbidden direction, it would just make the whole level explode by slotting in a rule that you didn't want. But now we have the word locked that just prevents it directly. Tapestries. Oh, this one. So there's a lot of rules up there, but the basic idea is that these walls kind of act like one-way walls. Kind of. That's a very strong kind of. Now, the reason why I say kind of is that they still apply, even when you're at the diagonals. So, for example, this right here is on the right side when it's supposed to block you from moving left, so I actually can't move left right now. And this applies if I go here, or here, there, anywhere. Oh god. The idea is to get text into where the win is, but you actually cannot push text out through here normally. The key is in the diagonals, because the diagonals actually aren't anything. And that's the basic idea, but I wanted to push the word is in first. Yeah, like, I actually cannot push the word is through the one-way walls. It just doesn't work like that. I just need to take advantage of this weirdness. This is one of a couple levels where I kind of questioned if I had the intended solution, because you can spell flag as push, but I never end up pushing the flag. But then again, with a level like this, I'm kind of unsure as to what the intended solution would even be in the first place. It just seems incredibly jank, to be honest. But I don't have a particular problem with jank. Just as long as it's predictable. Presenting credentials? What was this one? Oh, this one. Gem is locked from going right, and the flag has to be near it. So fungus is tele, gem is push, so I can't push the gem to the right because it's locked. It's still solid though, so yeah, you know how solid works at this point, probably. So how did this work? I just I just became the fungus, didn't I? Try to get this guy to as far to the right as possible. And that should be perfect, actually. Now if I can push the gem to the left onto this fungus, spell fungus is Tella. And now it is exactly where it needs to be. Another level where I'm not sure if the solution was intended, because they put this whole row to like undo gem is pushed for some reason. I don't know why. Doesn't seem to have any purpose, but whatever. Happy. What is this level? Oh, right, yeah. So we have locked, but now we actually want to use it to our benefit this time. We have controlled 2 dogs, and dog is word. So if I do this, it does that. Not idle skull is defeat. So if we want to get past the skulls, we need to idle, which is why move is a thing. I think the setup looks something like this. Gotta make sure to get the dogs spaced out properly. Do this and then idle, except not. That's right, because I need to be able to move down in order to bounce off that wall. Which is why that one little gap exists. Just enough to turn around, and then we're locked from going back down to hold the rule in place. Now this level has 2 variants. So let's take a look. Control cats this time, and this time text is locked from going down. And this one is not as hard as it looks. Because if you just do this, okay, a little more setup is necessary. That's right, I have to push it into something like this. And then face down so that you can get stuck there. And then free to win. Another way to just hold you in position. Steep hill. So in this one, nothing is locked. And also, the hedge that used to be there is gone. So this one I remember being tricky. I don't remember what the solution was though. Now I remember. We actually have to do this. Now we can idle, and we take the rule with us. Except how did I do this? That's right. Okay. So here's what I do. I idle until here. I move left to kill the bottom one. And then I press up to let move turn me around, and then I idle the rest of the way. So very unintuitive, sneaky inputs get the job done. Now for the hard part. Stand by. This whole area revolves around a gimmick that you wouldn't expect to be difficult, but it leads to some very complicated puzzles. We have a reintroduction to still, which, in case you haven't seen it yet, it means that the object cannot move under any circumstances. Anything that would make it move means it just doesn't move anyway. So I think I need to spell robot as you without screwing up anything. And making sure that this robot doesn't ruin my efforts. Now I just need to wait for this guy to get out of the way, and then boom. Baba can die, and then we can take advantage of move to get past the sun. Now, something I forgot to mention earlier is that when I first entered this world, level 18 was already completed. But obviously I couldn't figure out what level it actually was until sort of unlocking my way over there. So I'll get to it when I get there. Oh, this level. Text near Baba is still, which means that you can't push it. It's kind of like the next step from the locked gimmick if you think about it. So flag is not you, text is defeat, and text is text, flag is flag. So I want to say text is fall to spell flag is win, but I need something here to hold the win up, so it actually keeps it there. I can't say flag is you to win immediately, so I need to take advantage of other stuff. I need to very specifically slot out that one so I don't spell Baba as still by accident. And now, I've forgotten exactly what this looks like. I think the only thing I can really hold this up with is Baba. Because I can't exactly get a flag in that spot. I put a flag here and a flag by the win. Then I say text near flag is still. That way, I'll hold up all the text that needs to exist. Except I did it wrong, because I forgot that that rule up there also needs to continue to exist. So I'll push this down to make sure nothing happens with it. Push it right there. Will that hit everything? Actually, wait, no, it needs to be in this spot to hold up the 3 specific pieces of text that need to be held up. And then, boom, we're free to hit either flag. Sneaky. But the variant is a lot harder. This one, flag is flag. Okay, so the main difference is that text is gone. And there's probably other differences that I can't think of. Oh, this little corridor means I can't push a flag in here anymore, so I actually have to block it with Baba this time. The question is, what is the particular setup for this? Because I certainly can't remember. I need a Baba here. Baba needs to be pushed. That much is important. I know text near flag is Baba, so that way I don't lose immediately upon trying to transform text. But which text do I transform, and why do I need 2 flags? Do the flags have another purpose? I don't remember them. Well, I need at least 1 flag in order to actually win the level. This might be wrong, but we'll see. So now we have 3 Babas. I might have needed more than that, actually. For some reason, I seem to recall needing 4 Babas. But I cannot for the life of me remember why. So I need a Baba here. Or I need a flag. Yeah, I just need a very readily accessible flag. I need a Baba all the way down here. Baba needs to be pushed. So before I forget, let's do that. That'll also keep them from overlapping, which is helpful for my brain. I need them specifically to be as far right as possible, because if I move right, I screw everything up. Right, I need to get that. I need to keep that held up. How do I do that again? I think this is about how it went the first time I tried to solve this level, just circumventing a few early traps. The solution always just ends up being more Babas. So what do? I do Baba near flag is text. because I specifically need another Baba word. Okay, now that I have another Baba word, I can spell Bubba's push at the bottom when I need to. Now, I need to make 3 Babas again, which I will do just like how I did with the other ones. I end up kind of losing a flag in there, but it's fine because I didn't really need it. Boom, now I have 3 Babas again. Now, I spell Baba is push horizontally. Or actually, it doesn't really matter. And the other text I don't need anymore. The one guy's already stuck there, that's perfect. Make sure everyone else is set up. Make sure this guy doesn't try to ruin everything. And that should be about it. Now, the only thing that can screw me up is moving to the right, which is why I needed that last guy to move left. And there you have it. Already getting much trickier. And still, it still gets trickier from here. That's right, this level, I forgot about this one. So belt is defeat is a thing. See, belt is belt and safe, which means you can't destroy it under any circumstances. So first thing is to say flag is you, in addition to Baba is you, to control both sides. I can very easily, well, once I desync these guys, I can undo belt is defeat very easily, so now I have the ability to do a little bit of crossing. Huh, I've gotten these 2 pieces of text synced. Let me actually remedy that real quick. Yeah, I really needed to have the word still, not stuck on the side. Now I can do belt is down, which means I can cross from side to side freely. I can also go down to get the win, but I cannot come back up. I think I have to do belt is defeat, or belt is you. But the things at the bottom will try to ruin you if you do that normally. So I need to do Baba is, or belt is you and still in order to set it up properly. Let me rescue my flag. Get everything over to one side, as is what I enjoy doing. Okay, I need to set this up differently. I can't have it horizontal because that involves it being in the way. Need to do this instead. A little bit of text maneuvering. I forgot to set up the other part. Whoops. Now the key is that it won't mess anything up on the bottom by moving, but I can still face the direction that I need to. And I think I'm still missing a step. I see your flag is flag, and raise you the alternative. Baba is flag instead. I probably actually really didn't want to do that, because now I can't shift the text over like I could before. Let me do some and stuff. There we go, now I can control both. I need Baba to be in there. I don't remember if this is what I did last time, but this should work. Boom, now I control the other one. But I see a potential problem with this. I think I actually do need to control both. how? I don't remember this being this complicated. I might have kind of lucked into a solution last time. Or I'm forgetting something very obvious, which is probably more likely the case. Now if I do... Now I can do Baba's flag. Now I can control them both. Okay, that... Okay, yeah, there was more to that than I realized. Tricky. Yeah, setting up the rule up there rather than slotting it in horizontally was the ticket. Oh boy. Here goes, the level that I was kind of dreading. So we have these belts, and Fofo on belt is fall up, which I can demonstrate once I undo this. Vroom. Now, the thing is that the game allows you to do this for some reason, but this completely ruins your chances of winning. The win's stuck there and you have no way to use it anymore. So just pretend that you can't do that, because even though you can, it's completely and utterly useless. And I spent a lot of time thinking maybe I could find a way for it to be useful. You can't. Instead, what you need to do, and I'm just going to describe it now, is we need a way to build a bridge across this thing. The way we do that is by putting text on here, since that's the only thing that's going to stop Fofo from falling, but it's going to get shifted by the belt. Normally. Well, it's not going to get shifted until we slot in belt as shift, but we need to do that because we can't slot text in here. That's the only way to get the text to actually move up. But we need to stop it from moving up too far, so we need to set up text as still to slot itself in automatically at some point. So I'm just going to recreate over here the setup that I need to recreate in that chamber. The formation needs to... I need to recreate this whole formation inside that chamber, and then I slot in belt as shift. Sun needs to be pushed so that I can push it out of the way, otherwise it kills me. Tech needs to be still so that I can hold the bridge there. Now for the fun part, which is actually doing it. This is a very long and particular process. I think the first thing I need to do is put in still. I need to push it up a long way away. But at the same time, I need to be able to rescue anything that I put in there. So I need to recreate the text is still situation with the is lower than the still. But the still needs to be 2 spaces lower than it actually is. So how do I want to do this? I think I want to put in the word text next. So I think if I do this, I can properly set up text, I can rescue the is. Now I don't remember exactly how to push the word still up there. properly. The nice thing about the setup part is that I can use the word belt to like maneuver things. This was the part that took me a bit to figure out. I do this, and then I can still rescue everything I need to. It did take me a lot of like trying to figure out that this is kind of what I needed to do, just because I guess I just didn't want to accept it. So if I do this and then this, those are now where they need to be. Now I just need to get an is there, and I may have done this wrong because I need to make sure I don't accidentally spell text as still. Now the real question is, how exactly do I do this? I guess I'll do this one. Nah, I'll do the other one. I'd rather start higher. So I need to very carefully push as much text here as possible. Set these up here. Boom. Set up a very similar thing, but this time with the text one space lower. There is a very particular process to this. I think I end up Nope, never mind. I don't do that at all. I think still needs to not be here yet. Yeah, let me restart this. I need still to be set up differently. I think I set up the is now, actually. Before even worrying about text. Maybe? I'm actually not sure, to be honest. I think I just forget about still for now. And just focus on getting the is where it needs to be. I use a still as a tool to help me out. There you go. I just need to have at least one of those columns free. It'll end up looking kind of like this. Okay, I think the word still, yeah, the word still is high enough now. Or the word is, sorry. Next, I just continue to use still to serve my own devices. The next real objective is getting the word text up there. Alright, this is going okay so far. So I get it. I push it one more spot up. Yeah, this is way easier. Now I need to push it one spot left. And immediately that just happens. Nice. Okay. Next I will reset this to get the word push out of there. And I will hoist the word... No, I won't. I still have unfinished business. I need to get the word sun in there now. That should be the only difficult part left. And I did it. Never mind. That was really easy, actually. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Hoist the word still back up. now... Okay, let's do this more smartly. Instead of having push in the middle, let's instead have it here and have the is in the middle. Because once I push up still, I won't be able to, like, go down anymore. So I do this, and then slot the rest into place directly. And that is the setup. Now we slot in Belta's shift to watch the victory happen. So, yeah. Sokoban extra nonsense for that one. And text is still, so I can't even undo this rule. Neat! There you have it. So, yeah, this is the point, because I must have spent like 45 minutes on this level. This is the point where I was just kind of dead. So I decided to try to finish out this section. And foot is you, Baba is you, and still and stop. So they face which way you move. That's about it. Baba facing foot is empty. I thought this level was difficult until I realized I could just do this. And now we push the foot in and look different ways to selectively delete Babas from existence. And that's about all there is to it. And then this last level, which is the level that we previously played, which was this level, which, again, it makes sense that this got moved here because it has still in it, and it turned out to be a Sokoban nightmare when I first played it. Just due to my inability to control multiple things at once, so yeah, I'm not going to play that again. Now we get to the levels that I have not played, so let's see how this goes. I don't even know what gimmick is here. Is this Follow? I haven't seen Follow yet. Phantom! Okay, way off on what this was. So, Rock is Phantom. I've seen Phantom before, but I don't know. Its exact nature is not clear to me yet. I guess it's just... It can't be stopped by anything, and it's never solid no matter what. So what am I... Yeah, what am I trying to do here? Oh, I just undo while it's stopped, maybe. Except without consolidating all the rocks like a fool. Time to activate wall hacks. I do rock is... That doesn't work. What am I doing? More like I do this. There we go, that makes more sense. So that way I can just... Because once I'm on the wall, I can walk out of it easy enough. Because solid objects only prevent you from moving onto them. They don't care if you're already there. Where am I going? So, Phantom might have some really weird solutions. But if I just realize that walls are not truly walls, maybe I'll be okay. So if I'm Phantom, I can walk through all the walls no problem. But I also can't... Oh, I can't push the text because it's being blocked by the wall. That makes a lot of sense. Never mind, I just can't push anything in general. Okay, so I lose the... Words? Hello? I lose the ability to interact with text once I become Phantom. So the skulls need to already be gone somehow. Quick science experiment. I assume if I am Phantom, I can still pull the rock. Yes. So this is about using the rock to manipulate the skulls that are pushed in a way that I can't do directly. The question is, how in the world do I do that without dying? Yeah, how do I end up pushing the skulls with the rock? That would imply that the skull is sitting on top of me, which is obviously a very unhealthy thing. I can pull the rock. I can go through the rock. I did not realize this reality. Wait a minute, can I use... I can use this to undo the rule, can't I? I can. Huh. Like, even trying to get this skull out of the way, how would I do that? Maybe it's not about that at all. That's where I need the rock to be, but... Or here, I guess. But I need to figure out a way to do that without ruining everything. Skull is phantom doesn't really help me at all. It's already not solid and it's not going to be moving at all, is it? No. But the question is, why do I need rock to be push at all if I can just manipulate it freely once I'm phantom? Push has to be used to get it into a scenario that I normally would not be able to do. Like... there, maybe. Here. I'm being silly again. I'm being double silly again. I have a new idea, and it's actually gonna be less complicated, which is nice. The idea is that I use the text to act as a shield. There we go. Yet another level where you use the word push, not to make something push, but instead to push things. The game really likes to do that. Why all this? Oh, that doesn't bode well for how my brain works. Key is locked from going right, but it is phantom. But it's push... Wait, oh boy. So, phantom is very one-sided. It determines how it applies to other things, or how it interacts with them. But when I try to interact with it, I don't care about it being phantom. I see that it's push and I cannot do it. And I also see that it's locked and I extra can't do it. Key is rock. Rock is phantom and push. So this should allow it to phase through the door. And then I do rock is key. Now, I do have a question though. If key is phantom, does it still open the door? It should, according to my theories about how this game works. Yes, okay, because that's an overlap, and overlaps still work with phantom. Okay. This seems gimmicky enough to where I can figure things out. It is kind of weird that, like, the weirder the concepts are, the quicker I grasp them. Maybe it's less about the concepts being weird and more that the game expects you to struggle more on them. What is this about? Phantom is just down here? What is the idea here? The word B is all the way over there, which is unfortunate. I think I know what to do already. But first I need to rescue some arrows. I need more than 2, so I need to figure out a better way of doing this. Perfect. Alright. Got all my resources in one spot. It's go time. Does B need to be anything? I kind of don't think so. So if it's pushing, yes, I can stack them. Really easy stacking, thankfully. So I have this, and then I have this. Now, I leave Phantom on, and instead of them being push, I say they're shift. And the wall is still. That is the part that I missed. Dang it. Here, let's do push again. Maybe this will just work if I stack these as well. With any luck, they'll be redirected by the belts. Or I can just turn off shift for long enough to do their thing. Just kidding, that's gonna keep going. I see how this might work, but I kind of hate it. Yeah, the belts don't get redirected, dang it. Since Phantom doesn't get stopped by anything, if it goes off the side of the screen, it dies. Although there is a very interesting glitch where you can like wrap around the screen or something. I've only seen very small snippets of some of the crazy stuff you can do in this game, but there is some stuff to be sure. Maybe I just make it take a long time. Maybe that's the solution. Maybe I just have it take a really long time to get there. And I can undo shift by the time it's there. Please work. Dang it! Maybe if I turn it back on at the right time. No. Maybe this will work instead? Nope, it yeets it even farther somehow. Well, this is kind of a disaster, what the heck? Well, here's the thing, though. It doesn't need to be Phantom anymore. And it definitely doesn't need to be Shift anymore. Okay. I wasn't considering my options fully, but I'm good now. Starting to get trickier. Only 2 levels left unless there are variants. Fear, huh? Fear comes back. Baba Fear Monster. Baba on Monster is Ghost. Ghost is Phantom and Float. Text does not win. Ghost is text. Let's just undo that so I don't immediately die. Oh, Ghost is not me. Yeah, that would probably help. Yeah, what do I do now? What am I... I can't push anything. So, what do I do? Monster, I can't do that either. Text is... First of all, if... Oh, I'm floating, that's why. Wacky. So what's the point of being a ghost in the first place? This is very spooky. Interesting. If I can't even say ghost is Baba. I can go down here. I can do... Can I? What can I do? Something... Text fear ghost. Okay, I was like, something has to fear the ghost. And it's definitely not gonna... And text is not gonna be me because text is defeat. Text fear ghost is the part I was missing. I wanted to have the monster fear ghost, but that doesn't work. Wait, it doesn't work anyway? What? Oh, it just... Duh, it can't go through walls. For some reason, I keep thinking that... Since I have the ability to go through walls, everything else should too. So... I can get the word monster out of here. Now how in the world do I... Yeah, how do I do this? I kind of want to say monster is you. But how? The arrangement makes that not very likely. Ah, I can push this up. Whatever that's worth. Yeah, let's just push everything up. I should be able to influence things from there. Yeah, all right. That was fun. That was a neat one. I can see why they showed that off in the trailer a little bit. That was a neat one. That was a neat level. There and back. All right, let's end this out strong. Another new thing. Tower. Not towers push. Lonely Baba is Phantom. Interesting. So I can phase through stuff, but not through double thick stuff. Fascinating. And then I can violate that rule immediately. So yeah, what is my goal? Flag is hot, flag has crab, crab is win. Flag is hot, you say? So how do I destroy... Yeah, how do I destroy the flag? Oh, I say flag is melt, that's how. Okay, I probably didn't want to undo the lonely part just yet. But it's neat that you can do that though, right? I see. Interestingness. I could only shift it over one. Not tower is push. But the wall is still. I can do that. That's kind of cool, I guess. I can get this... No, I can't. What? This is a really weird... This is a really weird level. Yeah, maybe just have some normal stuff for now. So, alright, now that I can interact with things more straightforwardly, what's my goal? Flag is melt, obviously, but how do I do that? Not Baba is you. That's a concept. But flag is not you, so I can only control the tower. So not tower is push means I can push the belt. Well, okay, I probably should have tried that earlier. So I can get over here, but then I cannot... Oh, I can go back. Oh. Well, this just makes everything a lot easier, doesn't it? I can do a little bit of this to get the word melt off of the ceiling. And then I can go back and undo that. So now I have access to the word melt. Fun stuff. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So what if I were to do not tower is phantom? Belt has been taken care of. This surprisingly did not solve anything. Wow, that was actually incredibly unhelpful. It's actually kind of insane how unhelpful that was. Is there any advantage to retrieving the lonely? Because if I do that, I just have Baba's phantom and I'm stuck in purgatory. Wait a minute. Genius. I totally forgot that was the thing. I forgot I could say not lonely. Now... yeah. Okay, and then I just undo this normal way. Neat! I forgot about Not Lonely. That... Well, if I just do this, I should be able to just do this, and then everything should work out. Yeah, I don't know what I need what I needed the tower for. I don't remember. Maybe it ended up being useful. Maybe I needed to get the belt. Oh, I know why I needed the tower. I needed it to undo Not Lonely. Right? No. That was something else. Never mind. I'm just gonna accept that I have no clue what I'm doing. But it works, and that's all that matters. So, yeah, it looks like we're kind of coming to the end of this. Because conclusions here, we got land, 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 and then just overworld levels. Unless the game has some more surprises in store, but we've cleared a lot of levels, so I wouldn't be surprised if that actually is the end. So, yeah, not a whole lot left. So, that's exciting. And, yeah, this would be interesting. This will be interesting to try to cut up. I'll have to see how much you guys enjoy post-commentary but not post-commentary since I'm still doing it live. But it's not like I had much of a choice in the matter. I blundered and I am gonna just move on from that towards bigger and better things. But until then, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll stick around for another time. Goodbye.